They are regretting their action against P2B and Kwankwaso. They are regretting the level how they treated them. They are regretting how they couldn't manage them very well.
Welcome back to Fresh Talk Media. A lot has been going on in the political space. APC, ADC, NDC, PDP, Labour Party. So right now, Mr. Clem, thanks for being around with us all this while. Let me ask you this critical question. Ever since Mr. Peter Obi and Alhaji Musa Rabiu Kwankwaso, who has been this strong force holding ADC ever since they went into ADC, and all of a sudden now they are out of ADC into this new party, NDC. What do you think should now be the fate of ADC, which they have left, and APC, the ruling party who has always talked about Peter Obi, looking, they've always talked down on him. So right now, what will be their fate? Will APC now be happy? Will ADC as well? What should they be smiling like? What do you think will happen to these two major parties right now?
Well, thank you for having me. It's a straightforward thing. APC is in the panic mood.
Panic?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
They never want P2B to be on the ballot come next year election. APC and federal government, they don't want P2B to be on the ballot. But for the fact that P2B has managed to find himself in the umbrella of NDC, meaning that he's going to be on the ballot, they are scared. Immediately that movement took place, you see all of them. Faneka Yode came out and started attacking P2B. Bayo Nonoga came out and started attacking P2B. So many of them, all of them, that is speaking for the APC and the federal government, they're all attacking P2B to date.
Why?
Because they know that P2B is the most popular presidential candidate today. President Tinubu is not even popular compared to former governor, His Excellency Mr. P2B.
But none of these people you mentioned confirmed this popularity of Mr.
No, they will not. Do you expect them when you are going to a fight? Do you expect that can you come out openly and confess that your opponent is gonna beat you, or is he has a strong force or strong army more than you? No. Those are the kind of things you can say and discuss in-house. When you come outside, you know where it pinch you, you know how to narrate it and defend yourself. Then you come in the state of in the camp of ADC. ADC, they are in a regret. They are regretting mood. They are regretting their action against P2B and Kwankwaso. They are regretting the level how they treated them. They are regretting how they couldn't manage them very well. Right now, it's obvious to them that these guys are very popular. They allowed what happened in PDP 2022 to happen to them, and they will be the one to regret it more.
When you say how they treated them, what do you mean?
If you listen and they read all the notes P2B dropped on his Twitter and Facebook account why he left ADC, apart from saying that he never had issue with David Mark, he never had issue with Atiku Abubakar and all the kind of boys. Along the line, he mentioned that where people you believe that are working with you on the same goal. So it looks like they have another agenda. Not you, or doing things without carrying you along. So they have to move. Coupled with the numerous court cases they have, the Supreme Court send them back to Federal High Court. By the time they are going to Federal High Court, you know how Nigerian judiciary is. Before they will finish that case from the Federal High Court, it will be up to 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Then one person will appeal. Because if they win Balagombe will not accept. Because he has people who are sponsoring him. He will appeal the case. Then you start waiting for appeal court. When appeal court finishes, it didn't go in the favor of David Mark. They will go to appeal Supreme Court again. Okay. So by the time the electionary timetable has closed.
By the time they finish APC, with all this back and forth.
Yes, APC instigated all this problem today in ADC in a way that they will be running helter-skelter from one post to the other. The electionary process will conclude. So this guy outsmarted them and took Kwankwaso out of ADC and they jumped ship.
So they didn't know that.
APC never expected this coming.
And ADC too didn't expect Peter Obi would leave.
ADC, I didn't think that they expected them to move.
To leave.
Yeah. They didn't expect them to move. Not that they don't know that these two guys are very popular. They know. But they never wanted them to go because they want to use the popularity of P2B and Kwankwaso to grow their party and become victorious also. But giving them tickets, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Why?
If you check the new electoral law, 2026 as amended, He's only providing two options for primary election. Either you go direct primary or through consensus. So if you are going to do primary election, direct primary election, meaning that you are going to conduct the election all over Nigeria. You are going to conduct the election all over 36 states, 777 and 79 local government.
Which could be stressful.
It's not could be. It's very, very stressful and very expensive. Very stressful and very expensive. Both the areas where the Boko Haram and the terrorists are taking place, you law mandate you conduct election there. Not to have someone to return elected. So it's not something they can do. They don't even have the resources. Even though they do, it is not something doable. Look over the time they have.
They have the time.
They have a little time, so it's not going to be something doable. Then, if you are talking about doing a consensus, if you are going to do a consensus, they never even started having meeting discussions with the aspirants to know how things will work. Okay. Then, if you watch the interview from this rep member, how they describe what Atiku told them the time they visited Atiku Abubakar,
which was
Atiku Abubakar, according to the House of Rep member, that nobody will tell him what to do in ADC. That ADC was formed in his house, so that no one will come and tell him what to do. So that means all these calling on Atiku to step down for P2B and Kwakwaso, people who are younger, be their godfather, be their leader and whatever, he don't want. He wants to be on the ballot by himself. So which is ridiculous. You can see that Atiku Abubakar, based on his political ambition, that was what kept PDP where it is today. I didn't say that Wike didn't contribute. Wike contributed a lot also. But the problem started from Atiku Abubakar. After the end of the President Muhammadu Buhari, so rest in peace, the power was supposed to come back to the South. Atiku Abubakar stood and he wanted to contest, and he contested that election. And he lost. Now, he allowed these people to complete their 8 years like Buhari did. He don't want to. So that's what is missing. He still want to be on the ballot. Now telling us that this is going to be his last outing. After this one, he's not going to contest again. But I give it to you. If 2031 comes, because if he's talking about winning this coming election, I don't see him winning. He will not going to win the election. This election is going to be a battle between Tinubu and P2B. So if eventually at the end of the day he lost this election, and 2031 Atiku is healthy enough, he will come back. He will come back to contest. He will come back to contest and tell you that time he has a very big chance because this is now the turn of the North. So what you need to understand that he mismanaged things, and people who are guiding him, I don't know whether he's following or they don't give him a good advice or one thing or the other. That's one of the political problems we have today in Nigeria. When you are in power or when they believe that you have that resources, they won't be able to advise you properly. They will advise you based on what you want to know, what you want to hear, or what you want to know. And you'll be, your ego will be growing. But that's not where it's supposed to be. Because as Atiku Abubakar is today, he's not on the street. He don't know what's happening on the street. So these are the elite that believe in just, you come to serve them morning, serve them afternoon. They don't experience anything like a hardship Nigerians are going through. The answer is not. So what you need to understand that he has made up his mind that he wants to be at the ballot. He will be at the ballot. But I don't think that he's going to win the election. This election, the way I'm saying it, is going to be a battle to finish between P2B and the incumbent president.
So is Atiku also among those that are regretting right now in ADC?
Atiku will be regretting. All these soldiers of ADC, Dino Menaye, the other guy, Atiku boy, this new guy from Enugu State, Kenneth Okonkwo, who are looking for Atiku's dollars and the rest of them. They are coming on TV, lambasting P2B. They are crying because they never expected it. As P2B left ADC, where's the momentum again? The momentum has left them.
Yeah, I think right now
the momentum has left. Nobody's talking about ADC again. People are talking about NDC. Only in Nigeria here you will see a popular candidate who will be standing and they will take money and take bribe and give a ticket to someone who is not popular. How do you want the person to win the election for you? And you say P2B is running away from primary election. It's not about running away from primary election. Primary election is just a number of party members, 7 million or 10 million of you, or 5 million of you. 5 million of you cannot decide the fate of Nigerians. Over 200 million people. So if you guys are not be able to read the mood of the large number of people outside, you are just depending on only the 3 million or 4 million of you. The delegates or the candidates or the political party members. Meanwhile, you leave the chunk number of 150 million people outside. No, you are cheating yourself because it doesn't benefit you. It doesn't make any headway. I can't comprehend it. That you will just come out and drag and win primary election. Then on the main general election, you will
You will lose.
Lose the election, lose not only you will lose the election, you will lose woefully. So does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. Losing the election is something that is supposed to give you concern more than the winning primary election. Primary election is at the end of the day, you have gotten the ticket, you won the primary election. Then you come out on the main general election, you lose the election.
But some people are saying if Peter Obi had gone through the primaries, that it will help him to test his voting, how much people are likely to vote for him.
No, that is not true. If you want to know how much people are going to vote for you, go and conduct a poll. It's not among the party members. In a political party, people can connive against you. They can take bribe against you. Understand? To vote against you and do everything that will not make you to come out victorious. That doesn't mean that, because all this period, that's why I told you before, how I wish Nigeria will have a column in our electoral law that independent candidates can fly on their own without joining a political party. PWB will not mind all these political parties. With the way things are today in Nigeria, if there's an opportunity for him to be and stand on his own and conduct election, he would like to take that very part. He wouldn't like to mess with any of these political parties, because Atiku Abubakar and Dele Momodu and so on and so forth, people are coming and talking about P2B contesting primary. Contesting primary, Nigeria problem is beyond your political party. Many political parties have has come here and gone. Nigeria still remain.
And it's still the same people that are
the same new people are the ones creating all these political parties from one party to the other. What have you guys achieved? What have you done? Nothing. Since 1990, the political parties AD, AMPP, APP, AC, ACN, NM, and so on and so forth. So large number of them, Labour Party and so on and so forth, SDP. What have we achieved? Nothing. So political party is just a vehicle for them to acquire political office. Okay, it's not that there's any ideology attached to anyone. That's why it's nothing. So what we are doing here is just to make sure that they deprive him access not to contest the election. But fortunately to the APC, he's going to be on the ballot. Unfortunately to the ADC too, he failed to stay there because their plan was to, when they give Atiku the ticket, then they will persuade him to support Atiku as his running mate, to be Atiku's running mate. But how can you get your best and you put your best on the bench? Then you put your second 11. I don't understand that where you're going to play a final of like a UEFA Champions, or you are playing World Cup. You leave your best on the bench. You're playing the second 11. You're playing us. It's all about politics. No. No. Right now, Nigerians are demanding for the best. The way we are today, these politicians, they have debt with us. They are all rich in our own affair. They driving Rolls Royce, like Wike claimed that he's driving Rolls Royce. You ask yourself, where is he working? What company is has he established before now, before joining politics? All this money he's claiming that he has today, just from the political arena, public money. So these are what they are leveraging on to get access to our public office, our public fund, and embezzle it the way they want.
And they don't want to stop.
No, they don't want to stop. This is a free money for them. So they are seeing somebody like P2B. P2B is a threat, not only to APC, both to the established political class. P2B is a threat to both the APC and the political established class in Nigeria. Most of them don't want him. They don't like him because he will stop how they lavish our money in this country.
But what about APC right now? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has always claimed to be a stubborn
Jagaban.
Yeah, he's the Jagaban and a political strategist. Why would he panic? Or why would his party panic? Because of just one person, Peter Obi?
Yeah, because President Tinubu knows what happened during the 2023 general election. Only him knows how he came into that office as a president. Because Peter Obi tomorrow is still telling you that he won the election, but the election was stolen from him. So President Tinubu knows why both him and his aide, his media people, are scared of Peter Obi. Any movement Peter Obi made, if Peter Obi walk out today and make any comment, Villa will respond. Peter Obi is now the only opposition. They don't even attack Atiku.
They
hardly talk about Atiku. Before you see them discussing about Atiku, no, it takes time. All their focus, Dele Momodu from ADC talking about Peter Obi. Daniel Bwala, PDP, APC, is talking about Peter Obi. Nyesom Wike granting media interview is talking about Peter Obi. This other guy, Baya Nonoga, is talking about Peter Obi. His own, he will be talking about Peter Obi with abusive words. An elderly man like that, using abusive words. I don't even know. He cannot be able to. So whichever way it is, they are going that they are going. That's what Nigerians are making up their mind now for. Because things cannot continue the way it is. They are the only one enjoying the resources of Nigeria. They don't care. They are going on the SUV, Land Cruiser, Prado Jeep. They're enjoying a good luxury life, while Nigerians are suffering in poverty, nothing to eat, no road to drive, no electricity. No. The only thing is that the government have succeeded in bringing Nigerians together in unity under suffering system. So right now, everybody have united. Know that it's not easy. It's no longer an issue of religion. It's no longer an issue of tribe. Things are very hard. They are looking for solution.
We are all feeling the heat.
Everybody's feeling the heat. Everybody's feeling the heat.
Southerners, the
so it has nothing to do with the tribe. It has nothing to do with religion. It has nothing to do with religion either. So the country is in a mess. The truth of the matter is that we don't think that the president is doing the right thing to take us out of the situation we find ourselves. Because this is not what we are bargaining for. It's not what we bargained for. 2015, before APC took over the leadership of Nigeria, things were not so hard like this. A bag of rice at that time was sold at a rate of 8,000. Petrol today, we are buying at a rate of 1,300, 1,500. Petrol then was 85, 86. As at the time APC came into power 2015, petrol was 86 naira, 85 naira, 86 naira a liter. But today, petrol is 1,300, 1,600, 1,400, depending on the place you are living. So the suffering is too much. Despite he said that he has removed the fuel subsidy, but he has borrowed billions, billions, billions. Nobody knows what he's doing with the money. We can't see any infrastructure. We can't see any human development capital. We can't see anything.
Yeah, we
no investment, no nothing.
A lot is really putting the APC government on their toes right now because it looks like the masses are not in support.
The masses are not in support. All these things they are telling you IMF this, IMF that. Nigerians are not buying that, and Nigerians are not going to buy that. IMF or whatever, what bank their case may be. These are Europeans, these are Americans. They don't understand what we are going through here. Those areas, they have good roads. They have water in all their houses.
Basic amenities.
They have good roads. They have electricity. But here in the country, we don't have electricity. We don't have water. We don't have good road. We don't have security. You go to mosque to worship, they will kill you people. You go to church, they will kill you. They will adopt you people. You go to mourn a dead one, they will still come back there and kill people. Government are paying ransoms and a lot of things are going on. They just overlook it. All their problems just P2B. So it's very abysmal leadership. But the only way we're not encouraging any other change of leadership, if not through this democratic process, encouraging Nigerians when the time comes, then everybody will campaign. Other people that will also campaign. ADC will campaign, the NDC will campaign, PDP will campaign, or what the Nigerians will make their choice. The only thing we are just praying that let this corrupt INEC, under this amuputum of a man, be able to allow Nigerians to have a free, fair, and credible election. Free and fair, credible election. Because I don't know how a renowned, a very profound, a professor of law will be coming to lie, telling us that he never owned a Twitter account, he never owned a Facebook account, and all kind of stuff. If you admit, what will happen to you? Nothing will happen to you. So that kind of character
is questionable.
It's very, very questionable. It's very, very questionable to mount our integrity of INEC. It's very, very questionable. So right now, if the president wants to bestow another trust on Nigerians, on that very institution called Independent National Electoral Commission, the best thing is to release the guy, let him go, resign, get another person to put that confidence in Nigeria on Nigerians that this election is going to be free and fair. But with this very man staying there, with what he did to ADC, David Mark and co, I don't know. I don't really trust him. No matter what he's coming to preach, I don't trust him.
Definitely a whole lot is going on behind the scene. We would stick and watch and see how it all unfolds. Thank you, dear viewers, if you stay with us at this point. What are your thoughts? What are your opinion? What do you think about this whole issue going on in ADC, NDC, PDP, APC,